Hey guys, back again with a Monday Night Raw review. Just finished watching it about 4 hours ago. It was better than last week. It was to finish the year, I think it could have been a lot better. For an average Raw for this year, it was pretty decent. It was alright for, especially the Monday Night Raws we've been getting. It was pretty decent, but I think as the last one of the year, it could have been a bit better. But yeah, I'll get straight into it. So to begin the show, Vince McMahon came out, which I found out on Saturday that he was going to be on the show. So I knew Vince McMahon would come out first. It was pretty obvious to everyone. And then he just asked Roman Reigns to come out, and then they had a bit of back and forth chat. Roman Reigns calling him old again, and just a bit of banter basically. And then he pushed Vince McMahon because I can't remember what he was saying, but he was just talking shit basically. So Roman Reigns pushes him and he falls to the ground and he's just like, "Oh, my neck. I don't know what all that was about." But then Stephanie comes out nearly crying. It's like, okay, with some police officers. And she starts getting in the police officer's face saying, arrest Roman Reigns, arrest him. And she gets right up in his face, and so the police officer says, "If you don't step back, I'm going to arrest you instead." So then Vince McMahon kicks off, grabs the police officer, by the suit, and so basically, he basically arrests Vince McMahon right there and then in the ring. And as he's saying, you have the right to remain, blah blah blah. That the police phrase, whatever it is. Roman Reigns. This was actually pretty funny. Even for those who don't like him, this had to be pretty funny. I mean, it was a good bit of humour. He kind of he has a microphone and the guy starts speaking, but you can't hear it. So he just puts his microphone under his face, and as he's speaking into it, and Vince McMahon's fuming at this point. He's saying, "Oh, basically, we're going to arrest you," and then Vince McMahon, while they're saying this, is looking at Roman Reigns, and he's just looking at Vince McMahon and going just brilliant. It was just amazing. Obviously, everyone who watched the show seen it. I just thought it was pretty funny. That, to be fair, there were a few funny spots on the show, which was good to see. So then after that, we had Kevin Owens versus Neville. The match lasted exactly 15 seconds. I think it actually wasn't a terrible idea, but because obviously I wanted Kevin Owens to win the match because I think he's really good at everything he does. He's just an insane athlete. He's amazing. Everyone knows that. And so basically Neville hits him with a super kick to the face, goes up for the red arrow. Kevin Owens gets up, knocks him off the ropes, and then Neville he reverses one of the moves into a pin, 1, 2, 3, and he wins. But then Kevin Owens goes on a full-on rant and kicks off major and starts throwing Neville into the barricades, into the post, and it was brutal, the attack. Just brutal attack. And then Dean Ambrose came out and tried to stop it, and they had a few punches thrown at each other, and then Kevin Owens escaped through the crowd. So yeah, that was that. Then we had the Divas match, which dragged on for way too fucking long. It was at least fucking half an hour, mate. It was brutal to watch. It was Sasha Banks in the match, so anytime she's there, man, I fucking love it. But I think it was basically Sasha Banks against Becky Lynch. There was no Charlotte, apparently, just to prove that Becky Lynch can win on her own. It's not that, it's just that Charlotte wasn't at the show. But Apparently they're not there so Becky Lynch could win on her own, which didn't happen in the end. Sasha Banks won. The crowd started chanting out, "This is boring," which I can't blame them. The end was pretty decent though. The end was really good, I thought, actually. But considering Sasha Banks had one of the a top 10 match of the year, you know, she's so good that they could make these matches really good. It's just, yeah. And something I notice a lot with longer matches, whether it's, you know, the guys or females, is that basically, you know, they'll do a few moves at the beginning of the match and then they'll come back to them later on, and they have other moves like WWE, like just put them on show, just keep the match fresh, you know. But Sasha Banks gets the win through you know, help from the outside while the ref was distracted. So yeah, it was whatever. Then there was a scene after that with the Miz. So it was Miz TV, and as every time he's about to speak, someone comes out. It's like Ryback first, Goldust, Zack Ryder, which I used to love Zack Ryder, so that was brilliant to see him come out. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's brilliant. Heath Slater was pretty funny. And then the Big Show. And the Big Show comes out, and as he gets in the ring, Heath Slater tells him to just like turn around and piss off. And so it just knocks out Heath Slater, and he starts knocking out everyone. And as he's about to knock out R-Truth just goes, wait, like that. He just puts his hands up, says wait, and just basically fakes to punch himself and just knocks himself out. Just falls flat to the ground, and the arena's burst out laughing right at that second. It was hilarious. And he gets out the ring, and then Big Show actually dominates Ryback for a few seconds. So they go to like commercial break, come back from that, and they get into a match between Big Show and Ryback, and then Ryback won by disqualification. He won because Big Show basically left the match and got counted out. So when those two can't put on a good match, to be honest, either. So again, it was boring. It was whatever. There was the triple threat match. What the fuck am I on about? Triple threat match. The 6-man tag team match. To be honest, guys, I've had 4 hours sleep, so yeah, pretty tired. That's probably why all this fucking stupidity is coming out of my mouth. Right, the 6-man tag match between the Usos and Dean Ambrose versus the fucking League of Nations minus Alberto Del Rio. And League of Nations ended up winning, and of all people, Sheamus had to fucking get the pin. So yeah, I'm not going to talk about the match, I can't be arsed, but because it involves Sheamus, and Rusev, who's just a lump, to be honest. So then the camera goes to Dean Ambrose, who's outside, knackered, and then Kevin Owens comes steaming out from the crowd, and basically, like he did with Neville, starts going full on attack on him. And basically ends up thrown into the barricade a few times, and then gets the steel steps, puts them next to the announcer's table, and basically power bombs Dean Ambrose through the fucking table. Insane moment. Kevin Owens, he just fuming all show. It was brilliant. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Probably the best bit of the show. And then we had the return of John Cena. Man, that was pretty sick. Just because, I mean, to be fair, on the mic, he's something else. He's amazing. He just had the crowd, even though they booed him when he comes out, he just wraps them around his finger, you know? People can say, oh, we hate John Cena, this and that, but, you know, you're the ones who are getting wrapped around his finger when he's on the mic. You know, he's amazing. Simple as. So he starts talking about how he wants the match with Del Rio to be for the US Championship. Del Rio's like, nah. And then in the end, he accepts, and John Cena gets the match for the US title. The match goes back and forth. It was actually a pretty decent match. I did enjoy it. Del Rio dominated the beginning, and then it ends up with the League of Nations getting involved, and then Rusev super kicking John Cena to the face, and the ref goes for the pin because he was distracted. He was knocked out, and John Cena kicks out. and then he gets hit with Del Rio's finisher, kicks out, goes for the AA. Sheamus and Rusev interfere, and so John Cena wins by disqualification, so he doesn't win the title. And then the Usos came out to try and help. They got battered, and then my boy Roman Reigns spear to Rusev out the ring. Superman punched Del Rio on the outside, on the apron of the ring, and then Sheamus has a chair, and they both get in the ring together. Sheamus goes to hit Roman Reigns with a chair, as if that was gonna happen, mate, and he gets Superman punched into next week. And then Roman Reigns gets the chair, smacks the shit out of Sheamus with it, and then Vince McMahon returns from the police office and says, Roman Reigns, you know, I was having that chat with you earlier and I didn't get to say how long you're going to be WWE champion for. Well, I know now. You're going to defend the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Sheamus next week. Oh, and there's a special guest referee. Basically, me. He just went himself. Vince McMahon. So, there you have it, guys. Next week, Roman Reigns defending the belt against Sheamus with Vince McMahon as the ref. That's going to be fucking fucked up. But yeah, it was a decent show. Could have been better as the year-end show, but I did pretty much enjoy it for the most part, guys. I just want to say a huge thanks as well to the last few videos I've done on my channel, because for obviously, you know, people who watch this as wrestling fans, I do NFL videos as well. And my wrestling videos have been doing really well recently. My channel's not been going for too long, so it's a work in progress, and I just want to build a really good channel so that, you know, loads of fans can, you know, interact on it and can, you know, enjoy what I do basically. So I just want to say thanks to everyone who's checked out the last videos and given me so many views. Yeah, huge thanks. And hope you enjoy this one as well. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my review and Monday Night Raw, and see you soon.